Do you understand English perfectly, but the words just don't come out when you try to speak? If you feel like your speaking skills are trapped inside your head, then this story is for you. Stay with me to find out how to unlock your voice. Hello, and welcome back to English Fluency Hacks. I'm Sarah, and I'm so happy you're here with me today. In this episode, we're going to do something a little different. Instead of a grammar lesson or a vocabulary list, I want to tell you a story. It's a story about someone who might be a lot like you, someone who loves English but faces that universal challenge, the fear of speaking. Meet Leo. Leo lived in a world of English. He watched American TV shows and movies without subtitles, listened to English podcasts on his way to work, and even read books in their original language. In his private world, he felt comfortable and confident. He understood the jokes, the nuances, and the sarcasm. But there was one problem. As soon as an opportunity to speak English came up in the real world, Leo's brain seemed to switch off. His heart would start beating faster, his palms would get sweaty, and all those words and phrases he knew so well would just disappear. He felt a lump in his throat. One day, he went to a coffee shop downtown, a popular spot for tourists. He decided this would be the day. He was going to order his coffee in English. He practiced the sentence in his head a dozen times. "Can I have a large latte, please?" Simple, easy. He could do this. When it was his turn, the barista smiled and said, "Hi there, what can I get for you?" And Leo froze. The practiced sentence flew out of his mind. He opened his mouth, but no sound came out. In a panic, he just pointed to a picture of a latte on the menu. He felt his face burn with embarrassment as he paid and waited for his drink. He felt like a failure. This experience almost made Leo give up. He thought, what's the point of knowing so much if I can't even order a coffee? He felt frustrated and alone in his struggle. He saw other people speaking English with what looked like ease and wondered what their secret was. The turning point came a few weeks later. A new colleague, Anna, joined his team at work. She was a native English speaker and was learning Portuguese. During a coffee break, she came up to Leo and, in hesitant Portuguese, asked him where she could find the best pão de queijo in the city. Leo saw the effort in her eyes. He saw how she searched for words, how she made small grammar mistakes. But she didn't stop. She was communicating, and he answered her in Portuguese patiently. After giving her the recommendation, he took a deep breath and said in English, "And you must try the coffee there. It's really good." Anna smiled, a genuine warm smile. "Oh, thanks for the tip. I will," she said. And that was it. A small conversation. Imperfect, slow, but successful. In that moment, Leo realized something crucial. Anna wasn't judging him for his mistakes, just like he didn't judge her for hers. The goal was communication, not perfection. Leo's story is at a turning point, and that small victory changed everything for him. And speaking of taking small steps that make a big difference, if you relate to Leo's story and are enjoying this episode, why not take a second to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and comment below with what you'd like to learn most. It really helps us create more content for you. Okay, let's get back to Leo's journey. Inspired by this small interaction, Leo decided to change his approach. He stopped waiting for the perfect moment to speak. Instead, he started creating small opportunities. He began greeting the security guard in his building in English. He started replying to comments in English on YouTube videos. Each small interaction was like lifting a small weight at the gym. Alone, it didn't seem like much, but over time, he was building a muscle, the confidence muscle. He also discovered a powerful technique, talking to himself. It might sound strange, but it worked. He would narrate his actions in English while cooking. "Now I am chopping the onions. I'm going to add some olive oil to the pan." He described what he saw outside his window. This helped build a neural pathway between his understanding brain and his speaking brain without the pressure of a listener. Months passed. Leo still got nervous, but the paralyzing panic was fading. He and Anna became good friends and language exchange partners. They would meet for lunch, speaking half the time in English and half in Portuguese. He learned to laugh at his own mistakes and to ask for help when he didn't know a word. "How do you say boleto in English?" he would ask, and they would laugh together. Then the big test came. Leo's company announced that he had to give a short presentation on his project to some international clients in English. The Leo from 6 months ago would have panicked, maybe even called in sick to avoid it. But the new Leo, although terrified, saw it as an opportunity. He prepared. He didn't memorize a script because he knew that would make him stumble. Instead, he focused on the main points. He practiced his presentation with Anna, who gave him tips and encouragement. She told him, "They don't want a Broadway actor. They just want to understand your idea. Focus on that." On the day of the presentation, his heart was still pounding, but this time he knew what to do. He took a deep breath, he looked at the audience and smiled. He began. His voice trembled a little at first, but then he found his rhythm. Did he make mistakes? Yes. Did he forget a word and have to describe it? Yes. But he didn't stop. He was communicating, connecting. When he finished, there was a short pause and then applause. And most importantly, during the question and answer session, people asked questions about his project. They had understood. He had succeeded. Leo's journey teaches us a valuable lesson. Fluency isn't a destination where you never make mistakes. It's a continuous journey of communication. It's about having the courage to be imperfect. It's about celebrating the small wins, like ordering a coffee or having a 5-minute conversation. If you're like Leo, know that you are not alone. Every person you hear speaking a second language fluently has gone through this same fear, this same frustration. The difference is that they kept trying. They embraced imperfection and focused on connection. Thank you so much for listening to Leo's story today. I hope it has inspired you to take your next small step. Remember, every word you speak is a victory. If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and share it with someone who might need to hear this story. And comment below, what was your Leo moment? What was a small victory that made you feel proud? I can't wait to read your stories. I'm Sarah, and this is English Fluency Hacks. Until next time, keep speaking.